Obviously, there was a disparity in talent on the two teams, but did you accomplish what you wanted to today with this game?
We did. I mean, we wanted to, going into the open week, we wanted to work on some things that we thought we needed to do to become, be a better football team. And obviously, that first quarter wasn't indicative of the things we worked on. But I thought the second quarter, with the 3 scores, long pass, being able to, put some running yards together, and then particularly playing the second half again, that, those are the things we look like, we wanted to do and what we practiced and what we want to be. And, so we, you get satisfied right now, but you can't stay satisfied because now we go on our first road game here for a conference game and against a good Pittsburgh team.
What were you expecting out of Daniel Ham today?
Well, we knew that we were kind of banged up there a little bit as far as the running back situation was concerned, and he'd practiced and actually done a pretty nice job in practice. He came to us as a walk-on for track and wanted to try out, wanted to play football. And 3 weeks ago he was running on the scout team, and now today I think he gets over 100 yards, which is it ran tough, ran hard, and you saw that the skill set that he has is speed and durability there. So Daniel's from Southwest Virginia. Very, very pleased with his opportunity to carry the ball and make yardage. And so, he definitely was an asset today for us.
Mike, do you feel like that touchdown to Tim Smith kind of relieved a little bit, kind of opened things up for you? I feel like that was kind of the spark that maybe that offense was missing up until that point. It kind of got you guys into a groove.
We had obviously wanted to take shots, and we want to continue to do that. They decided they were going to, stop the run and bring in safeties down and things like that. But, we want, as I said, we want to be tough and physical. We want to run the ball. And there were some shots downfield, that long catch, Jake McGee almost had one and dropped it out of bounds. But we'll continue to keep trying to stretch the field and use our running game to open those things up, and also use David and his ability to run.
Coach, we asked you on Monday about your running backs and their health. You said you thought they'd be 100%. You had 2 that didn't even dress today. Was there something else that happened during the week, or did you hold them out for precautionary reasons?
Well, no. I think that when you have guys that are running backs and they make a living on their legs, and if you're not 100%, they don't feel quite ready to go, then we're not going to push the issue. Particularly this will not be a non-conference game, but I think both of them, maybe Khalid could have went today, but again, we wanted to make sure that we have guys going into our conference games healthy. And I thought Kevin Parks and Daniel Ham and Kai Morgan and LeChaston Smith, all those guys had a chance to carry the ball and did a nice job for us.
With under 4 minutes left in the half, you were up 7-0. What was your feeling on the sideline? Frustration at all, or?
I think a little bit of that. I mean, obviously, there were, 3 and outs. We couldn't convert on a 4th down. We had a block punt in the high red zone area. Couldn't do anything with that. So, obviously there's some frustration, but, you just got to continue to keep playing the game. I mean, you got to keep just lining up and believe in what the guys, who they are and what they're doing. And you got to encourage them, because you can lose sight of the fact that, they're out there playing hard as well. And, once I know that once we got, back on task, that the points started to come. They started to come quickly.
Mike, knowing that the game might be one-sided, did the staff spend a lot of time this week talking about which true freshman to play and when?
We spent some time discussing the opportunities for guys to play. I mean, we never take anything for granted, but at the same time, the young men that we played today, with a long season still yet left to play, if they were going to get some game rep opportunities, some experience, then, this was an opportunity that presented itself to do it. And so I'll be able to tell you better Monday how many guys played, but I think everybody that was on our traveling squad, maybe outside of maybe 1 or 2, went in the game and played and had some reps.
You played 7. You had
and then some, the backup guys and guys that hadn't played as much. There were some walk-ons that played. They all practice, and we want to reward guys for how they practice and what they contribute to the team. And as I said, I'll be able to tell you better on Monday about how many different guys actually played in this game.
David Watford had a couple of interceptions, but seemed to bounce back pretty well from that. What did you think of his performance overall?
Now, I would say that's accurate. I mean, obviously, again, we don't want turnovers. And, the interceptions were those batted balls that they did a great job playing in the air. You see, I think it was 18 for 25. So with 2 interceptions, you take away those 2 interceptions, and, the line looks maybe 18 for 23. So you see efficiency there. You see, him putting the ball on the money. But it's one of those things that the thing that's outstanding is, the turnovers right there, because you don't want those situations. But we talked about David, several times about what kind of young man he is, and the thing that he is he has poise. He's a very mature young man. He doesn't get rattled much, and I thought that was, to a credit to him. After that first quarter, that he got back into, being very poised and doing what he needs to do to help the team win.
Of those freshmen that played, brought Max Valles in there early. He came in on kind of passing situations on third down. What was his role today? Did you guys go to kind of 3-man fronts?
Yeah, we did a lot of things, today, and you always try to find the players that can help you win or put you in a situation where it's a 3-man rush, a 4-man rush, whatever it may be. And Max had shown himself to be a pretty good pass rusher for us, a stand-up guy coming off the edge, and he's got that skill set that we think that can help us as we go into the season. And he'll play, and we'll keep finding roles for guys that can fit the type of scheme that we have, for us defensively. But I think for Max, really his first college game, and now have an opportunity to watch film, gain experience, and get ready to play again.
Mike, how about David as a runner today? Talked a lot about it this week, and what did you see there that you might be able to build on going forward?
I mean, it's no secret that you see the style of running that teams have, where it's the pistol look, where the back is directly behind the quarterback or the back's offset in the read. He's another added dimension. I mean, he's another guy that they have to defend and account for. So we'll continue to keep working on things to do to allow him to, if the read presents itself, to pull the ball and go with it. But those are one of the things that we talked about in the open week of us working on, and he had an opportunity, to what do you get, 35, 30 yards or whatever, but had an opportunity to take advantage of it.
Granted, the opponent and things like that, but still for your defense, only about 4 first downs, it's your first shutout in 6 seasons here. Can you just kind of speak to them and just kind of mentally getting over, Morgan was put in the past, and they came out here and responded?
Now, we talked about, this game, and with respect again to VMI, was about us. It was about, what we do. And I mean, you're right. I mean, like I said, 1 for 16 for third down. The rushing yards very limited. The passing yards very limited. I just thought that, the defense played well and, continued to do the things that we talked about that we wanted to do early on. And, and we played a lot of guys, and some guys got opportunities to, to really kind of get their feet wet. But you got to play good defense. Our team is a defense. Got to play good defense. We've got to take care of the football, and then special teams. We got to have decent field position. I thought there was a couple returns today that set up some field positions that helped us.
Anything else for Coach? Hold on.
How's Zach Swanson?
Won't know yet. I mean, I know it's a lower leg extremity, trying to get to the exact cause of it, but I'll find out here after I'm done with you guys, and then we'll do the necessary things we need to do that we do after a game and on Monday.
Kevin Parks had over 200 all-purpose yards. Maybe it's worth asking a question about him.
No, KP, exactly. And I don't know if you saw, there was a couple really tough runs that he had. He stayed on his feet. The primary tackler made contact, and he stayed on his feet and gained additional yardage, and that's pretty good. Yards after a carry. I don't know how many that he had, but we'll go back and watch film and see. But he did a great job today, being a tough runner. Broke some open field runs, and caught the ball coming out of the backfield. So it was a very productive game for him.
All right, thanks, everyone.